Young mother is dead after another I-10 shooting in New Orleans. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Katie Moore. It's the second deadly interstate shooting in less than a week in the city.
It happened during the day in a busy area of New Orleans East.
A lot there to digest from these two. Let me fix a couple of things. It's the second deadly shooting involving a Sun person in the last 2 weeks on the whatever. It was broad daylight. Well, brazenness, just brazen. And it's happening all the time. And these two women could you imagine them two in the break room at the news station? The sisters talking about disenfranchisement and how everybody's out to get her and nothing goes her way because of the color of her skin. And the white woman's like, you right. Yep, it sure does. It sure is suck to be America, man. America's the worst country in the world. This is like, yeah, man. They need more diversity at this news station. The glider woman's like, yeah, more diversity. And then they start talking about the problems that are going on that they cover on the news. It's like, well, Cheryl. Yes, Heather? I just want to know, like, you say you grew up in these communities. What causes them to act like that? What do you mean, them? Oh, no, Cheryl. I mean, I was talking about the people who actually, them. What do you mean, them? You trying to say them? You using your privilege? I'm going to HR. Oh, no, please, Cheryl, please. You got me all wrong. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean them. I meant those people. Oh, hell no. I'm going to I'm having you fired today for offending me with words, with the wrong use of you used the wrong pronoun in a conversation about my group of people killing every daggone body in the city. So I'm going to the bosses and I'm going to get you fired. And you the one with privilege.
Mother is dead after another I-10 shooting in New Orleans. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Katie Moore. It's the second deadly interstate shooting in less than a week in the city.
It happened during the day in a busy area of New Orleans East. Mike McDaniel was there soon after it happened.
This shooting happened around 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, and police were on scene well into the evening. One person was killed, and traffic shut down. With all eastbound lanes of I-10 closed, police were trying to piece together the moments before a black car crashed into a guardrail at the Crowder Boulevard exit in New Orleans East.
I'm lost for words at the same time.
Those moments took the life of a woman family members identify as 34-year-old Whitney Watts, killed while driving on the interstate with her daughter in the car.
Wow. Very attractive young sister. I tell you, man. Maybe she was driving her baby daddy car and the ops saw it and thought it was him in there because it was tinted out or something. Or maybe they saw it and said, oh, that's his baby mother, let's shoot at her that. Or maybe it was something else. Maybe she cut somebody off in traffic. But she's gone and her daughter was in the car. Her daughter had to witness that. Daughter, me a story of this happening to a glider woman, a glider queen, not by a Southern man, because there are plenty of stories like that. But show me a glider man. Because, listen, I can show you probably 10 of these from last year and just in New Orleans, just in this city. I can show you 2 or 3 from this year in this city, in any city. Chicago, I can show you about 20 of these from last year. Houston, same thing. Memphis, same thing. Show me one glacier glider on glacier glider incident where a woman was driving and another glider man shot her down like a dog with her kid in the car in the highway, and she crashed into a tree or guardrail or something.
Police were trying to piece together the moments before a black car crashed into a guardrail at the Crowder Boulevard exit in New Orleans East.
I'm lost for words at the same time.
Those moments took the life of a woman family members identify as 34-year-old Whitney Watts, killed while driving on the interstate with her daughter in the car. Police say Watts was shot multiple times. Her sister-in-law, Rion Watts, was on the phone with her.
I was on FaceTime. All I got was I heard my niece screaming in the background telling her mom to wake up.
Thinking it was a seizure, Rion called Watts' husband, who then called his daughter in the car.
When he called his daughter, she said no, she was shot.
The car's back window was busted, and there was at least one visible gunshot through the back passenger window.
It's a mess, man. I mean, it's aggravating, you know.
Folks like John Robinson, who call New Orleans home, are tired of the constant crime and scenes like this.
That's not the first interstate shooting, is, you know, and the way things look, it's not going to be the last.
According to NOPD records, about 20 interstate and highway shooting cases happened last year. The most recent this year, just a few days ago. Early Saturday morning, a double shooting on I-10 East in downtown left one man dead and a woman injured.
There's crime every day, every day. There's no one to help. I mean, it's nobody. I mean, it's nothing being done.
Few things, brother. This is going on everywhere. Every little town, every little city. I mean, just in Louisiana, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, this parish, that parish, Monroe, everywhere. The gliders have built us a great country. Thank you, Glacier Gliders, for building us a great country. Great infrastructure, great government, checks and balances, all types of stuff. But they're not equipped for this. They can't fix your problems. Like, so at some point, you got to do something, man. You know, like, there's no help coming from, well, it's one group. Off to the gun memorial. All right. So, I mean, this is all the fatal gunshot victims in New Orleans. And it's like, geez, I mean, what do you want? And this little girl right here, I did a video on her earlier. I guess she counts as a woman that was killed driving down the street. She was in the backseat of her mom's car. So she counts, she's, I guess, a female. Look at this, man. These people were shot dead in the street. This is another one. She was in the car. The actress, I did the video of this, Beast of the Southern Wild actress, John Shell Alexander, fatally shot. She was in the car with a guy, and some dudes came and sprayed the car. That was in November. But, this one. She was fatally shot. Look at this, man. And this guy's asking for someone else to come fix it. And I get it, man. He's at his wit's end. I'm not going to judge that guy by the statement he made right there. You show up on the scene of another one and it's always the same group. And even when it's another group, you know, you know who killed them. It's the one group. All the killers come from one group. Now, occasionally you'll find a victim from another group, but there's a lot to deal with, man. How do you fix this? Nothing works. They've tried everything for the last 50 years to try to fix this. Nothing works.
It's a mess, man. I mean, it's aggravating, you know.
Folks like John Robinson, who call New Orleans home, are tired of the constant crime and scenes like this.
That's not the first interstate shooting, and the way things look, it's not going to be the last.
According to NOPD records, about 20 interstate and highway shooting cases happened last year. The most recent this year, just a few days ago. Early Saturday morning, a double shooting on I-10 East in downtown left one man dead and a woman injured.
There's crime every day. There's no one to help. I mean, it's nobody. I mean, it's nothing being done.
Police have not said whether they believe Tuesday's interstate shooting was random or targeted. Family members say there's no reason for Watts to be targeted and think she was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
She's not even that type of person. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe it could be a mistaken identity because of the car, but I don't know.
Former co-workers of Watts who were on scene tell me she is a former employee of the New Orleans Sewerage and Water Board and leaves behind 2 small kids. Reporting from New Orleans East, Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
And if you happen to know anything about these interstate shootings, you're asked to contact police.